does one become a scout?
Why? You looking to pick up the craft?
Oh, no. Unfortunately, I would only be a useful guide in some godless ruins, and I don't know that I'm quite ready to share yet. No, I just wonder how you ended up guiding clueless Kith across the lands.
Solace taught me a lot, but I picked up most of my skills just surviving on my own. Spent a lot of time just trying to not be in Solace. Once I left, it just seemed like the right thing to do. A lot of people need help to survive out here.
You didn't want to do anything else? Have any other dreams?
What else would I do? I'm not really good at anything else.
Okay. Oh, we're back. Am I going to finish this game? I do not know how much more of this game I have left. So... what level is my stuff? 2, 1. I need... I already... I did. Oh, I just don't have it. I wish I could break this stuff down. I don't know why I can't break this stuff down. I see the potty stash, but I can't get to the potty stash. I feel like I'm missing a critical point, like critical thing in this game, and I've made it this far.
Why did I wake up to smell perfume in my bedroll this morning?
Don't tease, darling. We both know why.
No one else has complained about my smell.
I was attempting a more subtle approach.
Spraying strong perfume on my stuff isn't subtle.
Oh, is it too strong? I'll try another batch. Perhaps that'll be more to your liking.
Right. That won't be necessary.
Oh, trust me. It's necessary.
Okay. We have to decide on who to take with us.
Marius, I've been wondering about something.
What's that?
How do we keep finding Zorops on every continent? They don't strike me as the seafaring type.
Oh, that's simple. Zorops probably stow away on merchant ships or ride on the back of dragons or something like that.
What if Aora was once a single landmass, and the Zorop tribes drifted apart over the years? Could that be possible?
Well, that's a theory. You might need to look
It's
into
a
it
game
some more
theory.
before
Sorry.
telling it to anyone else, of course.
Gotta do it.
I'm pretty sure you're overthinking it. It's like rats. You see them everywhere too, but they don't have their own navy either.
Maybe you're right, but I like my theory.
I could bring Marius. I feel like I should bring these two. They deal better in like spiritual and I like Kai. Kai is...
If you were in the Navy, does that mean you sang on ships?
Always.
Can't escape.
Helps pass the time, gives your work a rhythm. Why?
I'm taking these two with me. Taking the two spellcasters, so this might not be the best idea, but oh well. Oh, I forgot to do something. God damn it. My bad. Oh, it might just send me back to... Also, look at this game now. I don't know why it keeps going on low. Things I have to do is cook. Ah, that's what I need. Give me all of those. I can make more. Give me more. I can make more. Let's do that. Recipes. That. Let's do photos.
Lovely gift.
Okay. And then I have all this stuff that I have. That can do that. But I have poison. Where's my poison? Oh, that does give poison. Why is it there? It's so weird.
Oh, interesting. I suppose that's a good skill to master.
F5.
If I didn't know better, Marius.
And 2 spellcrafters. Okay. I don't know how long the end game is. Watch is like 15 minutes long.
Looks like we'll have to find another way through.
Well, isn't that handy? Have an unspent point. Ooh, I can level them up. I need these two. could stack that. What I might do. Okay. How many potions do I have? I think I'll be fine with like block picks and stuff like that. I hope I am. Did do the point of no return, so okay.
I think we've found Sapadal's home.
That's it. The heart of the garden. Sapadal's cage.
Yep. Make sure I have the right thing. Hello, lemurs. And you're still gonna give me loot? Apparently. There are enemies up there. Okay. Itch my eye. And then let's go. What's on here? Deer and Leningrad. I made it to the garden somehow. The last thing I remember is getting lost, stumbling through the woods, past a volcano, and now I'm here. Then again, maybe it's all a dream. Maybe this is a dream too. What else is new? The plants are a nice touch, but a bit too humanoid. They fit right in the hall's obscured, a little greenery to brighten up the enclosure. Anyway, I believe these marks the end of my sightseeing tour of the living lands. Not a moment too soon. I miss the comfort of home. Now how do I leave? Oh well, I'll figure something out. I always do. Wink. Your friend. Tan the Archmage. Author. P.S. I'm leaving this here in a future version of you. To find... Oh, a future version of you. Oh, is this... Could I be the future version? See you in the next meeting in the circle.
Helen was here? I always thought he was a man.
Okay. Why did I slide? I didn't even hit the button. I just kind of slid off the wood. How? Question marks? Oh well. At least I have 5 there. Oh, you're a big bear. After every battle, I have 5. There's definitely something up here. I will take that. Okay.
I think this is the only way down. After you.
Sit.
I found a campsite. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I was not expecting a big ass map.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad? What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing.
I'm just as confused as you are.
It's not fair. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me wherever I go?
I think the garden's misleading us, playing on our senses.
Wanna know what I think? I think someone's laughing at me. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for yourself, coward.
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
It's not just me, right? The plants are talking.
Oh my gods. They're alive?
Greetings.
What do you think you're doing?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
I hear Sapadal all the time. I'm doing fine.
Indeed, Sapadal learned to whisper.
What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul. broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity. So we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapadal destroyed my family.
I had no idea about
I
this.
don't hold you responsible. I don't even know if I hold Sapadal responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat.
Yeah.
But that isn't their fault. It's simply how they came into being.
Think that's telling the truth?
I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer embraces death. And they were the best.
What are these things?
We are companions, toys, diversions. Sapadal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual, organic, much like the garden itself. Sapadal's work. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends, drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
Not to be pedantic, but that was 4 questions.
We want to apologize
Okay.
on Sapadal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to offer forgiveness.
You deserve forgiveness. What happened to your parents was a mistake.
Was it a mistake? Because no matter where we go, the gods can't stop themselves from hurting us. Our lives are a game to them. Damn it. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Sapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. Screaming into the void for anyone who will listen. When they heard the voice of a stranger, they overreacted. How can I hold that against you? Apology accepted.
Thank you, Giada. And thank you, Godlike, for bringing her all this way.
The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to.
Should I expect more apparitions in the garden?
A garden is whatever you plant in it.
Sapadal wishes to be understood, as all mortals do. Seen, as all mortals are. What you see is the truth, glimpsed through their eyes, and they wish to share it.
What will happen to you?
Now that you have returned to the garden, Sapadal has everything they need. We will fade, as all things fade.
You were made to post like dolls and cast aside its cruel.
Death is indifferent, not cruel, not merciful, merely inevitable. The pulling of an ancient weed.
We will return to the soil from which we emerged. In time, you will do the same. May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
Give her space, dearie. Giada will speak more when she's ready.
Forgive us. Summon a skeleton to fight with you. Oh, way to open this door? Or is it just... Yeah, there's a way to open the door. On the other goddamn side. Got it. Okay, let's go to this camp then and talk to her.
Envoy, what do you need? You too.
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak accident. An experiment gone awry. A mistake. And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Sapodal's.
You're generous to forgive them.
Generous? Perhaps. Until I knew the whole story, there was never anyone to blame. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her research and her wits, she found a god. When you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. But for the rest of us, it's unimaginable. No Animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me. I thought their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. I was wrong.
Sounds like you admire them.
As an Animancer, I do admire them. I really do. As their daughter, it's complicated. One thing is certain. When it comes to Animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand. And it's creepy, but wonderful.
Wonder if Sapodal would be creepy if you put it lightly.
We mortals are fragile beings. The supernatural is grotesque to us, as is the metaphysical. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through Animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime, maybe more, but that's a small price to pay. Then again, who am I to interfere with an ecosystem that I barely understand? On the other hand, half the fun of Animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want, but there are too many variables to consider. What do you think?
You owe it to yourself to continue your research and grow as an Animancer.
I have a lot of catching up to do, and plenty of room to grow. But I think you're right. So be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up to anyone's example. Animancy can be whatever I make of it.
Your mother and father would be proud.
I know they would be. And not just because some ancient plans told me so. Now I just have to decide which field of research to pursue. But no need to bore you with the details. I've only got one lifetime as Giata Castel, so I'd better make it count. Hey, you helped me through a very difficult time. I just wanted to say thank you.
You're good with the Animancy stuff.
When you find Sapodal, I hope you tell him how much I love what they've done with this place.
I didn't realize you such as an electric's taste.
I'm a man of hidden depths. What's not to
Elegant
love
taste?
about
I don't know.
floating islands and a spectral tree? Besides, as divine prisons go, I can imagine much worse.
It's grown around Sapodal like a cocoon. It reflects their beauty, their danger, and their fractured nature.
Let's hope they don't have any nightmares while we're here. Judging from their outbursts at Mount Forja and Nakukubel, they're skewing towards the danger in that mix.
Who wouldn't be? They've been in prison here for centuries at least.
I don't think anyone would handle that well. And what does that leave us with? A god who's been locked away and driven half-mad in isolation. Maybe it doesn't seem fair to punish Sappadal further. But it's worse to gamble every life in the living lands on the hope that Sappadal's done some real self-improvement.
Knowing you, I'm surprised you're not in favor of giving Sappadal a second chance.
You know, if Sappadal were only a smuggler, assassin, or bandit, I'd be right there with you. But knowing they could end us all with a temper tantrum puts things in perspective. I guess we've all got our limits. And I don't envy you having to deal with a loose cannon of a god. But I envy even less the mess you're going to have if, when, we escape this place.
What do you mean?
While we're tracking down your god, things are heating up between your Adiran comrades and the locals.
I was sent to deal with the dream scrolls, not politics.
And some days you wake up and the deck of your ship's covered in bird shit. You can clean it up or you can step in it. That's the choice.
That's true.
You may have averted the attack on Fjord, but this is one situation where it's the thought that counts. And yeah, I know that's on the Steel Garrote, but it's not lost on anyone that your people despise animancy. Not when Heelgard banned the practice in Paradise.
That's a good point.
Oh, I wish I were finished. Ringra may have unleashed some powerful magic against the Dream Scourge, but she left a lot of corpses in her wake. That doesn't look good for your people. Not when Ludwig was also in the region, and your people had a garrison at Eagle's Reach.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
And then there's Solace. You might have saved the keep, but no one's going to talk about the disaster that didn't happen. They're going to talk about why Mount Forja erupted after all this time.
That is tactically indirectly the Steel Garrote's
I don't
fault.
think anyone else is going to understand the indirectly. Fairly or not, a lot of blame's going to be laid at Adir's door. And if I had to guess, I don't think Heelgard's been helping matters while you've been out here.
So tensions are high and everyone's out here. And it's well, what about it?
If and when we get out of here, we're walking into a powder keg. And you'll have to choose a side. That's the part I don't envy.
People of the living lands deserve freedom, and I won't help anyone subjugate them.
I admire your principles, but don't underestimate what they could demand of you. Look, I've been there. I fought for Rauatai's interest in the Deadfire for longer than I like to admit. I lost my stomach for it eventually. That's how I wound up here. But I will tell you now, I never could have fought my own brothers and sisters. I hope that's not what it comes down to. But I'll understand if that's a line you can't cross. I don't mean to burden you. It's late, and you've still got a god to face. Just know that whatever you choose, I'll fight alongside you. I'm with you to the end of this.
Thanks, guy.
Anytime. Good night, Envoy.
Envoy, what do you need? Let's make sure they're not listening. The only one we haven't talked about is Yatsley. I don't know. Things have changed a bit, I guess. She's not so bad. I mean, she's loud and impulsive and always trying to get herself killed, and she keeps saying things to get a rise out of me, Envoy. But, joke's on her. No one's gotten a rise out of me in years. But other than that, we can get along. She can be sweet, too. When she's not introducing me to a new word for my oak and acorns. Until next time.
Must be bugged. I don't know.
Hey.
A breath held, trepidation
had to rest. This place is exhausting in a way I can't describe.
Your soul is small. The essence weighs like the sea on your chest. They feel the pressure, darkness, yet somehow strengthened resolve. We wonder.
You know what? A question for you.
We did not foresee this.
Surprised?
You have defied our expectations at every turn. Perhaps we should not have been.
What would you do if you were not imprisoned?
The sky is green. The fish breathes air. We can no longer imagine.
Take your time.
We would run, roll with the tide, sink our fingers into new earth. Whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands.
What about the people who live on those hills?
Disturb the dirt, but spare the blooms. Shake the roots slowly. Vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be.
You alright?
We feel nothing amiss.
Oh, you definitely said something just now.
We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wake now. Find us.
What do you want?
I see the disciple has found his way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she here?
Your essence is present, Queen. I understand. Well, you in the garden.
I'm everywhere. My tools have mouths to speak.
Out. Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with?
All I know is that Sapodol needs help.
Help? It has forged the iron of its own restraints. Do you think you're special? With your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland.
I knew it.
You suspected. Then you must have understood why.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained.
Couldn't reach the living land, so you got the mag folk to do your
Work
work.
that sullies one hand meets out justice with the next. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with.
No wonder the souls of this land cries out.
They were defiant to the end. The poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it.
You massacred them.
A regrettable consequence of a necessary war.
You're only able to call it necessary because you won.
History followed the course of law because I ensured it.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us! Silence her!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Add That here is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy.
Sapadol is lashing out because of Audra. Can't you see that?
Then they will keep applying the rod until it understands. But there is still time. You can succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently.
They deserve a second chance.
Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my will. But I will not stand by and watch you undo my work. You should have thought more carefully before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
Oh no!
I never thought I'd learn of the Godless's fate from their killer.
That's it. From now on, I pray to no god.
Nice. Nope. Okay. Sarcophagus key. Huh. I wouldn't know where the first place would be. Make sure I F5 every chance I get. Yeah, so easy.
That's done. Who's hungry?
Audra. It's a lot of Audra here. Makes sense. Because this is the heart of a deer. I just confused myself.
What is that? I know that place, right? Oh no. No. Why is this? They're dead. Like it just happened. Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here.
Look better than when we last met.
What I am now is much better than what I was becoming then. That much is certain.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again?
There's something unsolved here, something else you need to understand.
Then for the god's sake, what is it? I am exhausted, Viate. I can't take much more of this.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
Razvan will live in the rest of his life knowing exactly what he did.
Good. And when he arrives here, he will have me to deal with. Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down. I don't think I know how.
You do that by living the best you can for the rest of your life.
You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now?
Between you and your friend, Marius?
They're right, Viate. This lava flows directly between us.
We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just another thing we've survived after all this time.
A fine way to put it.
Been a lot, Marius. I'm proud of you.
I see it too. You've come a long way from that scared boy who refused to wear shoes for fear a bug might crawl out of it.
That was you, Nimdut. Look at my feet. Shoes. Kamayu.
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
That's well, Itsu.
Well, it was good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
There's a battle up ahead.
Marius, how are you feeling?
I'm alright. Good to see an old friend, you know?
And saying goodbye, that's the hard part.
You can talk to us, Marius. That is, if you think talking will help.
Well, obviously it wasn't my favorite thing, but...
Grief is strange. You lose some, and you carry around a little hole inside yourself till you die. Maybe the same is true for the dead. Your friend obviously loved you.
Yeah, how did we get on this topic? I thought we were talking about pancakes.
Why change the topic? Oh, shit down here. I don't know. I really don't know if I should put that on or not. I like the bleed damage. That's my only issue. The crit chance would be really good.
We've got company!
God damn. That's what I was saying. Is Marius just gonna be with us the rest of the time? Maybe not. So that's coming back this way. Okay. That was right here. I was like, where the hell did that come from? That is the smallest hole ever. I think that was the plant.
No one was left to clean up the battlefield. Now it's just a time-forgotten ruin.
Ow. I'm gonna eat some food. Just get it back that way. My God.
Well done.
Ow. What's this way?
Wait. Isn't that Tama's cairn? Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Kai is just not here. Maybe I should bring Kai over this way. Never mind, Kai's right here.
It looks just like Tama's. Tama. No. No. I dealt with this. We stood at his memorial together. What is this, Envoy? This is your god's prison, not mine.
Sabadell's influence has warped reality here.
It feels like I'm standing on a storm-tossed deck. I can't focus on his face. His features keep blurring, changing.
You didn't happen to take Aka's special mushrooms, did you?
As long as we're both seeing the floating islands and the ghostly tree, I can't blame this on drugs. To be honest, that would be easier. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense?
He doesn't look like the Tommy you remember. How do you remember him?
That's the problem. I can't picture him anymore. I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. His rigid jaw and the way his eyes crinkled at the corners. He was in pain, but trying to hide it.
And what do you see when you look at this Tama?
I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness, anger, heartbreak, stomachache. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decades before we'd met. He's almost a stranger.
Sorry.
I'm not. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. But now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that.
the more than your memory allow him to be.
Yeah.
He's more of a memory.
I never realized what an injustice I was doing to us both. You're right. I am. It's like you said. I was so focused on my shame that I forgot about everyone else who was counting on me. I won't make that mistake again.
Came a long way.
And we've got farther to go before this is over. I never thought I'd meet someone I respect the way I respected Tama. But you've made some tough calls, and you've kept your head and your heart in the right place. So whatever comes next, I'm with you until the end. Now let's go find this god of yours and end the Dream Scourge. When we reach them, what do you think we'll find? A victim? A villain?
Something in between.
I suspect you're right. Let's end this. I'll follow your lead, as always.
Place you and Sapiro. And I am royally fucking confused. Also, that's a tentacle. I almost fell off the map. Let's not talk about that. I am gonna F5 there. Good, I came back. Ring of Amplification. Our attacks cause larger hit reaction. Because they want me to find them. That's why. Oh. That one's done. Not get it. Give me a lot of those. That was the wrong one. I know what I mean. Okay, that one's in the middle. Usually they're on the side that has it. But I don't see him. Yeah, because that one would be on that side. So this side... Oh, is it right here? No, just shit that I don't need. Nothing in Tama's kind of bunker. Yeah, I have no goddamn clue where the other one would be. You know, they wouldn't put this up here. Ah.
Child's play.
Ah, there it is. Oh, I actually hit it. I know. And those definitely give me a lot of good stuff right now. Probably to the point that I might need to upgrade very soon. Is the thing in here? Before I continue. Oh, it's right here. With press got it open. Wayfinder. Well, I know if I go down here, I can come back up. I'm almost done with this land. There's still all this, but I'm probably going down here and then I'll end up doing all that. I'll see if I can upgrade anything with the Audra I have. I don't know how much Audra I actually have. Oh, glass wood branch. Don't make any. I can do that. That's maxed out. Okay, let's
So those green people in the garden, those weren't your parents?
No, they were Sapadal's dreams given life. Ancient sentinels bound by loyalty.
And they were plants
Because that's all Sapadal knew how to make. A smithy smiths, a baker bakes, a gardener gardens.
Right, I understand.
It's all right if you don't.
Good, because I really don't. I came here to help you do whatever you're supposed to do with your god friend. Instead, I'm here talking to dead people.
That had been difficult.
It was, right. But it was easier than I thought it would be. Thanks to you, I think I was ready for something like this. I will say, it's not really what I expected when I started tracking you and Kai back in Paradise.
What, you didn't think you were talking to dead friends and confusing slumbering gods?
No, I was thinking more in terms of hunting for wild game and peeing on Kai to put the fires out. It's been a bit of a ride, Envoy. I feel like it's coming to an end. One way or another. I don't know. Maybe the unexpected isn't so bad after all. I never expected you and I would become friends. Yeah, quick note. If you tell any of the others I said that, I'll poison your drink. Anyway. Not before I've done some reading.
I'm glad I can kind of just bounce back and forth. Okay, let's deal with this. Oh, sarcophagus key. Okay, so how is there? I know exactly where I'm going now. And I open this door. After Rudica. Now I can go down here and get the thing, the sarcophagus. Ooh. +2 attack is restored as essence 100%. Man, if I was a magic user, this would be dope. Like, generally. Can I do that? But now I can go back through the other way. Up this way. Okay, we're about to do this.
To
Fight.
see all this in its heyday, in its full splendor.
I should have brought my sketchbook.
Not gonna attack the lemurs. The cute and fluffy. Hey, Sibian, if you ever want to make some quick cash, just release some of those lemurs as plushies. People would buy them.
What is happening? As the affliction faster even here. It threatens our heart. We cannot fight this invasion alone.
Easy, I made it this far. I'm not going to abandon you now.
Hurry. Your presence relieves us.
Get off me!
That's oh shit. Man, what the f— There's so many. That is wild on how many there are. Right here. Do that.
Anyone?
I think I'm good. Got one of these. Okay. Ancient memories. Should be the last one.
Been here. We were here all the yesterdays before.
They are still alive. I've never felt essence like this.
Scorpion venom, pain, then numbness, paralyzed, they said. We feel no spark of the Tibaris Inachus in this place. We cannot see it through their eyes. We slumber here, alone.
They say solitude can give us time to reflect on ourselves.
Still wings, the clear glass of the pond. They took it all away.
Why don't you tell me what really
A
happened?
tide of souls thrown upon the wheel. The ground gives way. We fall. Now our memory is a wound reopened. They came suddenly. The stillness of night split by grinding steel.
Ooh. They emerged from the sea?
We had no time to speculate. First, they blinded us. Shining eyes pierced the concealing dark. Then they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. The Akita screamed.
Why target your people first? You were the greater
A
threat.
means to an end. We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey.
Were they trying to sever the godless connection to you?
Prune the branch, three grow in its place. We persisted, we were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they track the stars? Then they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze.
Burning books, razzing odd is how it always begins.
A mouth silenced, a record of time rendered in ruins. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out, sundered, soul by soul. We broke the earth, called down the storm, flung lightning from our hands. But they marched on. We grew tired. In fury, we exposed ourselves.
Magfault whittled you down.
Weakened, they advanced on us, they struck. They raised machines, we tried to tear down the garden's walls. Then, nothing.
You mean nothing?
We floated in a great glass eye. The fog closed in on us. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun play in the shifting tide. The cities crumbled. We could not save them. We could not save ourselves.
No one gets to erase history, not even the gods.
Yet they did. A light snuffed out. We watched helplessly for aeons.
A long ass time. What would you do if I never came here? If I been born someone else?
A chill wind. Our branches shudder. We do not think of this. The wound numbs now. We watch as the river of time expands. In the silence of our prison, we find clarity. How many voices lost? How many saplings have we cut down? We sink into the endless night. Perhaps we should be here.
It's not true. You are here because the other gods are afraid of you.
We are the rain, the swaying grass. What do they have to fear?
Utica won't tolerate a god that she can't bring to heal.
We speak, though we are bound. Perhaps our soul was always free. The soil stirs. We have a new memory of this place. You opened the final lock, entered the hidden glade. You listened. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your footsteps carefully. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Health constantly regenerates by 50% now. Nice.
Protect the envoy.
Oh, son of a bitch. Come on. Damn. Oh my god. Okay, what's over here? Oh, I have to. Got it. Well, kind of want to see what else is around here. Doesn't seem like much else. No, if I just used hammers. I keep doing it. I want to hit hard. Well, I did everything I could. Found the ancient thing. I had to go up here. I'm almost at the end. 5. Yeah, I don't think I'm able to explore everything, but enough. Oh, random goat. There's apparently a yeah, there's one up there. I see it. At the camp. Probably have to go.
It's funny. I don't think I've ever seen an Akedan building like that, but it looks familiar. We can take a look, can't we?
Far from the path. No. Take a random guess that this is the way I'm supposed to go. Oh. That's cool. Really, that fits better than I think it's mostly because of the this, so God, stop doing that. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. I was trying to see if there was another way to get out of here, except like, instead of the weird ass way, you know. Oh, I thought he was gonna. Okay. Thorn?
This place feels familiar. Hurry, let's go inside.
All right. We're inside.
This is the library from my dreams. It's real? Look at all these tablets. Actual written records. Oh, somebody pinch me. And there's even some wine to read with. Oh, whoever was here last, I would have gotten along well with. This looks like the Akita building this place. Clearly, they wanted their story preserved. No matter I wonder who she was. She looks sad and familiar.
I think that's you.
Garlawain's gonads. Look! It's even the same hearth from my dream. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness. We're in a pristine bit of godless architecture, one from my literal dreams.
Who are you?
We're staying as long as we can. Finally, you've arrived. Ah, there it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Oh, though, you do look quite familiar.
The resemblance is uncanny.
Yeah, a little
It
uncanny.
has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? A very fashionable one at that. No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a fool. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind.
Few can bear the mental and spiritual strain of an awakening. As often as not, it leads to madness.
Oh, darling, you know how I get around all the metaphysical talk.
That's why I'm here, remember?
I was the last of the Akita. Once the attack started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean the Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've heard. Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful. They tried to butcher every last one of us.
You just sat here and listened to all your friends.
Yes. There was little else I could do. I'm a scholar, not a fighter. A lesson I'm glad you learned. But how did the magfolk reach you in here? They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the screeching of the magfolk, I couldn't breathe. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that magfolk. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction.
Poison.
Well, at least you washed it down with some good wine.
The screams of the dying are symphony and remind us of one's life. The quiet is far more oppressive.
Oh, you're just a barrel of fun, aren't you?
You're welcome.
Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history, but you... Someone must tell the story of the Akita, and there is no one else. I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do? Oh, think about it, Yatsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatsley, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, will be forgotten. Just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her magfolk to choke the life from us. This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy?
Really giving up your apprenticeship with Ringrim?
That apprenticeship is more than I could have ever asked for. I don't know. That's hard to ignore. The chosen of Sapadal, yet you do not stand with your people. How disappointing. Our time is at an end, Yatsley. It's time for me to go. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions! Tell me about your marriage rites. Oh, did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately, my time is at an end. You must keep Yatsley alive. She is the last hope of the Akita. So this is goodbye. I wish we could have... No. I wish that all of you had a better ending. Choose well, Yatsley. And good luck. She's gone.
Peace.
Forgive me, Envoy, but we should get going. We can talk back in camp. Later.
Okay. Random shit show. Got it. Just something. I panicked there.
Absolutely not.
I stopped them. Okay, things I want to do. Because we're about to hit this. So I bet you this is a beeline to this. talk to Yosley and then continue. I'm actually glad I did it today. This entire ending, because we're almost at 2 hours. There was no way I was going to be able to do this. Because I know some endings are like 30 minutes, and then some are like 2 goddamn hours.
Oh, Envoy. Have you recovered yet from our chat in the library? I don't think I have yet, but maybe talking it out will help.
I'm happy to help, though I'm not sure how much I can add.
I think I just need to say some things out loud, if that's all right. It's just... we already have a lot to take care of, don't we? We have a god and an empire, both vying for our attention, and now I have this legacy forced on me. I was already unsure what to do, and now a third option appears like the world's worst surprise. But... it makes sense. My whole life has been about the godless in one way or another. It explains why I knew the language, why I felt so drawn to the ruins.
Sounds like you want to be the new librarian.
Maybe. It certainly doesn't sound too awful. It's not an answer I would have expected, but it's an answer. And now that I know, I kind of thought, well, honestly, I feel more full. Like a puzzle piece sliding right back into place. No matter what happens, even if my path doesn't lead to the library, I feel better than I have in ages.
The answer even gives you a whole new direction of life.
Oh, I was just thinking I needed more options. How did you know?
You're welcome.
I think... for the first time in my life, I don't know what to do.
Congratulations, Yardsley. Now you're just like the rest of us.
No matter what, I've always known exactly what I want. But this is the first time I've had more options than time in the day. What do you think?
It's your life, you know your desires better than I do.
I ask because I want your advice, Envoy. Please. What do you think?
I'm gonna choose this one. I think her training with Rengrim might help.
You're right. It's the one area of my life that's gotten the least love. Seems it's about time to make up for that. Thank you, Envoy. I've been agonizing over this for longer than I want to admit. Finally picking a destination makes the journey a lot easier. Oh, but I am not looking forward to telling Quilici.
He'll understand. Your happiness and fulfillment are everything to him.
Well, come on. We've bigger things to deal with. Literally, in Sappadal's case. Much as I'm loath to relinquish the spotlight, we should be off. And Envoy, thank you, truly. Now, let's go.
Can I craft some glasswood? No. What do I need for glasswood? Blackwood. I can do this. Ah, it only gave me one. How do I make blackwood? can get this up. What I really want though is this. You're already up at legendary. Oh, I did everything I could. And 95 hardwood, and you can see how fast that decreases. I could theoretically. Didn't I just turn you guys off? Well, I don't think that was supposed to happen, but here we are. This place definitely reminds me of
We survived. Somehow. If you don't mind, I need to catch my breath.
that looks like hell. Why is the Eye of Sauron right there? Need some. Oh.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited, scared, hungry.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
Gonna be alright, Kai?
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Like, I finally let go of something I'd been holding too long. Now that we're here, I'm eager to see this through. Nothing worse than holding your breath and waiting.
Patient, this isn't time. A place to be hasty.
As often as people say that, you'd think I'd have learned.
Right, you.
I had a feeling
Marius.
you might ask me that. I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but I am grateful for the chance to see Yonko again. I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but we are in the weirdest place in the world, so who knows? I'm completely baffled, but when haven't I been lately? Being afraid doesn't even feel scary anymore.
You okay, Giada?
I think so. The garden is so much more than I expected. full of contradictions, wild yet serene. Truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own answers, but I found them. Or perhaps they found me. And now, it's like there's a new path laid out before me. A life after the dream scourge. We're close to something. A threshold between calm and crisis. Conflict and peace. Life and death.
Feel it too. Glad I'm not alone.
So am I. None of us could have gotten this far on our own.
What about you, Yardsley?
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. A lot's happened. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on a legacy, but... well, here we are. Never literally talked to myself before either. I think I annoyed her. Me? Oh, I think I need another drink. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in.
Take all the time you need.
Thank you, dearie. I'll be ready by the time the fun starts. And I wouldn't worry. Our little group here is perfectly frightening, and I'm sure our enemies would agree. We'll be fine. I can't speak for anyone else, though.
You've listened to all of us. How about you? You've been through a lot since you arrived. You've been shipwrecked and assassinated, harangued by gods, bureaucrats, and a death guard. You've had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and your sleep regularly interrupted by a god with no respect for privacy. And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
Truth, I'm terrified.
Under the circumstances, that's entirely reasonable.
Join the club.
I'd be more concerned if you weren't scared. Did you think we'd judge you for that?
Maybe I'm usually the one who has to stay calm in these situations.
True. Most of the weight of all this sits on you.
None of us thought this would be easy. For you, most of all. We've survived our own hardships. Now we'll survive yours.
When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall bear. Shook off your own death like a bad cold. And then you confronted your own killer and let him go. It takes a special kind of strength to stay your hand in a moment like that.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your calm. How you listened to my shouting match with the governor and actually heard me. You saved my city and gave me a home. A sanctuary where I could be myself. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporlings. You got my priceless face. What more could a girl ask for?
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've come in a short time.
5 oddballs on a mission to confront a god. What could go wrong?
Quite a lot, as it turns out. But the journey is worth it.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living lands suddenly at peace.
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us could use a break.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Everyone get some rest. We could all use it.
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our best on the battlefield, won't we? Sleep well, my friends.
Hello everyone, if you like this video then don't hesitate to check out the channel, where I upload my playthroughs, thoughts on games, and many other videos based around video games. If you want to see when the next video goes up, then don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Hope everyone has a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye!